Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Shall we do this?
So we are in the EPP house.
Yeah, what a nice living room here we have. Wish it was mine.
Yeah, very cozy.
So I was just wondering, are you more the festival type or a concert type?
I love a good festival, and I normally go every summer to a music festival. I really like the vibe. And what about you? What do you prefer?
I think it depends on the day or in the occasion, but probably a little bit more the concert type. Even though I would agree, a nice balmy summer night and a festival somewhere with friends also sounds very tempting.
Europe has made a great leap forward in regulating AI. Now the rest of the world must step up. Eva, what have we been doing in the past 5 years in artificial intelligence?
Europe has aimed to put certain guardrails around this technology to make sure it's aligned with our democratic values, while in the same time not impeding innovation in Europe. We're the first to put pen to paper, but I think we have done that because we would like to make sure that our economic growth, development, it's aligned with our values, because that next stage of economic growth would come from emerging technologies, and AI is key.
Do we risk, as Europeans, to be lagging behind in terms of innovation when we talk about artificial intelligence?
Now that you've put new guardrails, you need to put new incentives. You need to make sure you can attract investment, you can attract talent. You need to make sure that our ecosystem, our AI ecosystem is developed. And most importantly, we have a great backbone of SMEs and companies that are very good in certain products or services. They need to integrate AI. And how do you help them to do that? Because this will help us grow in Europe. But Lidia, you have been working a lot on the green transition, and maybe you could tell us a little bit how it developed.
I'm very happy with everything that we have achieved as a group, as a parliament, in delivering and meeting the expectations, especially the younger generations. If you remember well, there was a lot of protests and discontent among younger generations in relation to what people are doing to the environment. And it's very relevant to conclude that we've approved the climate law in the middle of the pandemic, which means that during a very difficult time of crisis that we went through, the environment was always on top on the European agenda as a top priority.
Europe is doing remarkable steps. But do you think we can bring others on board? Would other countries or continents follow our ambitious goal?
Europe alone, we cannot stop climate change. We are doing our fair share, but we need the others to move in the same direction. And we have a recipe, we have a plan. We've been discussing how to decarbonize the economy. So that's the roadmap that we are applying in different sectors of our society to achieve the climate neutrality by 2050. That's our commitment. That's what's written in the climate law. We are doing a lot, and sometimes it's a bit harsh because we even put at stake our competitiveness because we want to protect the planet. Without a planet, we don't have an economy. Economy and environment, they go side by side. Technology here is going to be key. If we can combine technology, environment, economy, I think Europe has all the instruments, but above all, the ambition to succeed. Our main objective is to deliver concrete policies that make a change in people's lives for the better. We need to keep on doing this in a dialogue that it is our democracy.
What would be next that you think we could do to particularly help citizens in that domain, but also businesses, as we're a party that champions competitiveness?
One of the things that I believe it is essential for the future of competitiveness of Europe, and that bridges both digitalization and a green transition, is investing on clean technologies. We need to create the ecosystem to enable the startups, European entrepreneurs that are investing on these new technologies to provide clean solutions to scale up.
To develop those clean tech solutions, we will need to spearhead innovation in Europe, but also collaborate with other nations.
It's a year full full of elections everywhere in the globe. There's the risk of meddling with these electoral processes, with disinformation campaigns and so on. So how do you see, for the future, the importance of cybersecurity in Europe?
I think this year we need to be particularly vigilant because we have a new actor, and that's called artificial intelligence, which is developed faster, better, is accessible to many actors across the globe. If anything, some malicious actors are developing their own models. And so I think we need to be vigilant because there's nothing more important in our democratic process than those elections. And this year, half of the world goes to the ballot box. So in a way, it's the perfect tech storm that could be created.
There's two things that I think eventually are important as well for the future, which is financial literacy, but digital literacy is also key for people to trust the new technologies. Do you play any instrument? Oh my God, I was awful there.
I used to play the piano.
My haircut.
I
play guitar. Maybe we could
maybe
try
we
it.
could.
See?
Okay, so
I told
maybe
you.
we can make a pledge here to the viewers, but also
Was
to the
you.
EPP
We can.
Group. Let's do that. Let's make sure that in the end of these 5 years, we can have a little
Okay.
concert. Maybe with one song we
I
can
mean-
start. That would be lovely.
3, 2, 1.
Yay!
We did it!
We did it!